Alright, today's video is going to be about Jiren. So this is a character that everyone, or almost everyone, believes was very weak in Season 2. And a lot of people still believe this for Season 3. A lot of people think that he didn't get enough changes and that like he has no mix-up and he's like not that useful. But I don't really agree. Whether or not he's like top tier, super good or not, I don't know. But I do like some of his tools. Even in Season 2, I thought they were pretty interesting. So I'm going to go over some of them and some of the things that he can do now that are pretty cool. Not everything, because I don't know everything. The game is really new. So first things first is his buttons. One of the things that people bring up is that, oh, his buttons aren't that good. They're unsafe. Like his mediums are unsafe. He doesn't have a 5H because it's a grab and it's reactable. And his 5S is unsafe, and you already know. But I believe that based on the way the character is supposed to be played design-wise, you have to think of him more like a Vegito. He is about staggering his lights. So 5L is -3, 2L is -2. These are pretty strong. If you have a button that's -2, what it usually means is that if they try to counter poke you with jab, after they block it, you can backdash and you're okay. But his 2L is special because it pushes you back, and it pushes you back far. A lot of characters cannot poke him here. So the way you want to think of Jiren's pressure is 2L's an advancing mid, so they can't poke you there usually. And then if you think they're going to poke you anyways, you could just delay your medium and delete them. You could do 5L delay 2L, 5L 2L, wait 2L, like, and it's really scary. And the reason why it's scary is because his 2L is actually a medium starter. If it wasn't a medium starter, this wouldn't be as big of a deal. But the fact that it is a medium starter means that you are at huge risk for trying to take your turn back. So I can show you an example. So let's say that is 25, right? So let's do this one now. That did 30%. So as you can see, the damage is way different when you start the combo with a 2L rather than a 5L. So his pressure is actually pretty scary. But let's say, for example, you do stagger your string, you get to here. The way you want to end your strings is you either stop it there and you bank that they're not going to take their turn, because you still have this, right? Or you can just go through the whole string and end it with this. Another move that's -2, which means that most characters cannot stop you from backdashing. If you're fighting a Vegito, they're going to kick you, but that's why I said most characters. Yeah, it's not a true block string. It doesn't push you back as far as 2L does, so if you don't decide to backdash, you know, that can happen. But it's okay. You know, there's mind games like that, and that's pretty scary. You get hit by that, you explode. So yeah, I don't think his block strings are as bad as people make them out to be. I actually think they're pretty well made for the way he's designed. I don't think he's meant to mix you up like so many people want him to. A lot of people want this to be like really fast, and I don't think that makes sense for him. So yeah, let's just move on. They did buff his counters, so now this blocks high and lows. And then his medium counter is fast, but it only blocks lows. And then the EX one is like the same as usual as far as I know. I don't know if they changed it or not, forgive me. But that makes it so that scenarios like this. And then I messed it up instantly. So we're all familiar with this if we played the game competitively long enough, right? It is so hard to beat Kid Buu here. And in Season 2, if this clash scenario happened, I would have had to have read his button with the low parry, but because the light parry now blocks high and lows, as long as I read that he's going to do a physical attack, I can parry him now. Boom. And then you instantly lose 23%. Wow. Talking is hard. This makes that his clash scenarios are really scary, so that whether or not he forces it or his opponent forces it, this is always an option, and that is a lot of damage. And you can super or vanish cancel it. So if you have like even one bar, and I messed it up, forgive me. So 3 bars, you lose like almost 50%. But for 1 bar, you lose like 37% if you do the right super. So I did 48%. Like, that's crazy damage. And you can force it too. You can force this scenario. So, for example, boom. Like, that's so scary, dude. That is like way better than I think people give it credit for. Like, I have played so many matches where the clash scenario has won me games, and he has an option like that does so much damage. I think that's really underrated right now in the current game, especially for the way he likes to play the game in terms of how he staggers his strings. And you can do that, and then that is an option. That seems good to me. I don't know. But anyways, let's move on to his Ki Blast. It's pretty fast, man. I don't know. I like him. And then his 5S is a beam property. So a lot of Jiren zoning is pretty good because he could just do this all day. And if he thinks you're going to super dash, he just 5S's you and you explode. His J2S, when you look at it at face value, it doesn't seem that strong. But the interesting thing about it, so I'm going to set him to guard first hit only. It gels if you're close enough. See? That is pretty far, honestly. So he can use it to get in. So the opponent has to reflect. And they can't even 2H you either. If it doesn't gel, I missed. And then I lied to you. There's a good distance where you can't. Where it doesn't gel and then that counter hits it. So let me try to find it. Yes. There you go. See, I wasn't lying. Yeah, a lot of Jirens actually don't use this. While he doesn't really get a mix-up from it, he can get in and then start his pressure. So that is an option he has if you want to use it. I think it's pretty strong personally. And the fact that they have to reflect you to stop you, even though guard cancel reflect is good, it's pretty cool that he has this option. And a lot of people don't know he has it, which is weird. The next thing is his 2H. Not his 2H, his 2S. This move right here. You guys know this. You love this. This move is armored and anti-air. So if you play the game long enough, you've probably been in a scenario like this. And then you explode, right? But Jiren doesn't really have to deal with like this scenario. Because he'll just reflect the Ki Blast and hit him. So if the opponent is above you, this is like an amazing check. Because Kid Boos cannot do stuff like... They can't really do that to you. Which is really nice. Like, that's so nice. So I think that option is really strong. He's always had this option, but I just want to talk about it because no one mentions it when talking about this character. The fact that he has an option that beats Ki Blast in the air, making so that like stuff like this, while it can still work, obviously, he can just also smoke you if he makes the right read. I think that's super underrated. The next thing is the fact that he can get his assist in and out without using Vanish or Z-Change. His JS actually has so much hit stun that you can just use it in combos and then tag. So if you watch Axize play, shout out to Axize, you see him do these combos, Coach Steve as well, the Jiren Lords. He can get his assist in and out so long as he lands a hit. It could be a super dash, it doesn't matter. And then your teammate is in, and then if your team is built around, you know, having points with mix-ups, then now your point is in, and now they're doing a mix-up. And that was not a mix-up. But you know what I mean. Or you can get some pretty cool combo extensions, like... Super Broly is probably the best example of this. You know? And then you explode. So I think that's really strong too. He did that in Season 2, but Season 2 was so snap heavy you never really got to see it. But I think that's really strong, this version of the game. There is one more thing, and that's his assist. So again, I want to emphasize that I think he is mostly support, and I think his assists both reflect that. A and B, I'm not going to go over C. Well, let's just look at A.
Hurry and get over here.
It goes pretty far horizontally, and it has a ton of block stun. So for example, they block it there, you're plus 43. So having assist that's plus 43 is pretty crazy. It super enables like the button super dash, high-low mix-up. That wasn't really a mix-up, but it's okay. It lets you do stuff like this. Get a mix, and if they block, you just can run up on them. So that's really good. But if you don't like that assist, because it is a little slow, his second assist is actually super good. It's really fast, so 20 frames. Super fast assist. Projectile invincible. So let's say you're fighting someone that plays a beam assist. That's a bad example. Yeah, he can go through it and still be active and still be a tackle. A lot of hit stun on hit, so it's really easy for combos. And it's just really nice. It's also plus 29 on block, which is the same as like a Teen Gohan DP assist. So it still has a lot of block stun too. It's not like you're missing out on block stun. So you can still do super dash, assist, mix-ups, and stuff like that. Because it's so fast, you can do stuff like this. Use it to cover your landings. I think it's a really strong assist. So he's really good for just, you know, if you need a support character, he does have the assist for it. He has lockdown and then like a fast lariat assist. That's projectile invincible. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that's all I really want to talk about Jiren today. Sorry I stutter so much. It's just how I talk. I think he's really interesting. I don't think he's as bad as people think. He may not be top tier, of course, but that doesn't really matter. I think in this version of the game, characters' utility for the whole team matters a lot. And I think he brings a lot to the team in terms of damage output, a lot of counterplay options, good zoning, good ways to get your team in and out, good assists, good damage. I think I said that already. Yeah, he's strong. So let me know what you guys think. If I missed something that you think makes him strong as well, let me know in the comments. I definitely missed a few things like this move, the projectile parry thing, but I don't know too much about it to really talk about it, so I'll let you guys do it if you want to. But yeah, let me know what you think of the video, if you want me to do it for other characters, because there are some characters that I think are interesting, like Super Broly, I think is pretty dang interesting in this season of the game. But yeah, with that, I'll let you guys go, let you guys think about Jiren, the Lord Alien himself, and we'll see what this season has in store for him. Thank you for watching.